This Torah class is brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.
Good morning, everyone. I would like to share with you and give you advanced notice for a custom that's picking up a lot of steam, especially as of late. A custom that's many observe on Chol HaMoed Pesach. And at first, I'm not going to comment whether it's correct or not, but let's just observe what the practice is. In the laning of Chol HaMoed from Parshas Pinchas, we say, "Me'levad oilas haboker asher lo'ilas hatamid ta'asu es elah." Ha'elah, the word ka'elah has an azla geresh, and there is nothing that elicits greater audience participation than the pause before the ka'elah, where everyone chimes in, and then the Baal Koreh says ka'elah. Now, should you participate in that? No, not really. The Mishnah Berurah says that during Chazar Hashatz, it's not covered for the tefillah. If, let's say, people chime in, everyone chimes in. So that's not really a endorsed practice, but the reality is that there is nothing that elicits more audience participation than this ka'elah. It's been the subject of a few new songs as of late, and right or wrong, this is what many people do. And in the derech of the Bnei Yissaschar, who often explains the deeper meaning behind practices that Klal Yisrael has, as the rule goes, Einam Neviim, Bnei Neviim Heim. So whether or not you should do it, as we mentioned, it's probably best not to. There has to be an underlying message, and why this pasuk elicits more participation than any other kriya of the whole year. Now, the simple reason is it has to do with the drama of the melody and the similarity between the word elah and ka'elah, ta'asu es elah. So it's sort of asking for it, but on a deeper level, let's study what does the word ka'elah mean. Most people have never learned what Rashi says on that word. It's talking about the karbanos that are brought on the first day of Pesach, and then it tells us which karbanos are brought on the subsequent days of Pesach. Now, there's a very basic difference between the karbanos of Pesach and the karbanos of Sukkos. The karbanos of Sukkos, the parim are hoiches v'hoilech. They diminish, they go down. Not so the karbanos of Pesach. The karbanos of Pesach are static. In other words, we do not go down. What we bring on day 1 is exactly what we bring on day 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So the pasuk says you're going to bring the parim b'nei bakar shnayim, v'ayel echad, v'shiva kavasim on day 1, as well as the se'ir chatas echad l'chaper, besides the oilas haboker, ta'asu asela, ka'ela, like you did on the first day, ta'asu layom shavas yomim, you should do for 7 days. Says Rashi, what does it mean, ka'ela, like you did on the first day? It means shelo yiyu poichsin v'holchin kapar yachag. You should not go down. You should not diminish the karbanos that are brought on the subsequent days of Pesach. In other words, the word ka'ela means don't go down like you do on Pesach. In other words, we apply the rule malin v'kodesh ve'ein moiridin. That is the meaning of the word ka'ela. In other words, the word that most Jews chime in louder than anything else is the word ka'ela. Ka'ela's message is malin v'kodesh ve'ein moiridin. How appropriate then that the clarion call of the Jewish people, malin v'kodesh ve'ein moiridin, that is the most basic tenet of avodas Hashem. Oirech chayim lamala lamaskel. The Vilna Gaon explains that in Judaism, if you're not going up, then you're going down. Malin b'kodesh, you always have to go up in kedusha. Ka'ela means what you did on the first day, never diminish. So to speak, niva v'lo yada manivu. Klal Yisrael instinctively understands that our clarion call in our avodas Hashem is malin b'kodesh ve'in moridin, which, by the way, this is a basis for that concept. In other words, where in the Chumash do we see Malin b'kodesh ein moridin? That's Ka'ela. And this gives us a understanding of why this has become, so to speak, the chant of the Jewish people. Now, as we mentioned, it's better off to think this and not to actually do it, but it gives us some understanding. Wishing everyone Agita Mayad, Mayadim B'Simcha.
You've just experienced another Torah class brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.